All right, week 5, we got the Bills versus the Texans. So Houston is favored by 1.5. I'm going to take Buffalo. I'll walk you through the numbers. Um, and I've had to go through this a few different times. The model really favors Buffalo. So with them winning 70% of the time, that correlates to 5.8 point spread. So again, that's pure correlation. We come over here to the raw numbers. It's saying that Buffalo should put up about 24 points, and Houston should put up about 17. I am going to disregard the Bayesian again. When you're early in the season, and we're just now getting to the part where I think the numbers are starting to probably bear out a little bit more. The Bayesian correction sometimes it's good, sometimes you just can't go with it. The yellow means it's like, yeah, it's moderate. You got to kind of look at the other conditions. The one thing I will look at is with Buffalo, they're not running the ball well. They're one of the best passing teams out there. Their defensive rush rank, which, as we saw from this last weekend, they're, as Baltimore pointed out, they have a horrible defensive rushing game, but they're good against the pass. So, whereas when we go over here to Houston, tell you what, their offense is mediocre. It's only mediocre. They're not good against the rush, but they are good against the pass. But Josh Allen is no doubt one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the NFL, and when that dude is on, he can make anything happen. So when I go through and look at this, I think Houston is a strong team, and it's always interesting to see how teams progress throughout the year. Uh, so this will be, I think this is going to be a really fun game to watch. Like I said, the model has this being right around. So if you look at this, the with the Bills somewhere between 20 and 31 points, and Texans somewhere between 13 and 24. Those are entirely realistic. So it's kind of interesting to see what of each of these teams can be either really good or they can go up and just lay an egg. So that is one thing that I think, especially with I think with Josh Allen, man, that dude can either light it up or he can just throw 4 interceptions and you just don't know what the heck happened. Let's go ahead and look at some of the raw numbers here. Uh, both what I find interesting here is a notice that shows that I did not expect to see that it was going to predict or forecast that C.J. Stroud was going to have more passing yards than uh, Josh Allen. But then on the other side, it's showing 161 yards of rushing. That's going to really dominate the game. So, uh, uh, but overall, both of these games are going to be pretty evenly matched over here. Let's go over here to the right side. So it's showing that Houston is going to be giving up some sacks. And again, same over here. I think both of that. I think a lot of that's because both of these quarterbacks like to hold on the ball. They're trying to make a play happen, and when they're doing that, they're going to hold on longer, wait for the play to develop, put themselves more at risk. Uh, with that, when you kind of look at this upper numbers, it looks like C.J. Stroud is probably holding on that longer. Josh Allen's always this has always been a problem with him. Uh, over here, last year at this time, C.J. Stroud was absolutely amazing everyone because he wasn't throwing interceptions. I think he's just getting more aggressive with the ball. Meanwhile, part of this too is Josh Allen has thrown 10 interceptions. Just shows that Houston hasn't been getting them. But both of these teams are controlling they're protecting the football. And then when we come over here and we look at the big plays, they're pretty even as far as you look at it. And so when it comes right down to it, that's one of the benefits of doing the Monte Carlo simulation is uh, let's take all of the data, put them into how the game is going to play, and then see how it comes out. And that's what the model is telling us. That with all the information we have, and again, I don't display all of the, the results that we could here. Otherwise, these discussions would be much longer. But some of the key data here, I don't think really shows exactly what bears out in the true points value, which is I do think that Buffalo is probably a better team. And other than the last game, they've been really dominant this year. But at the same time, I think when you look at last year, Houston is a very good team, and there's no reason why they can't actually play quite well. I'm not sure that I would favor them, so for that reason that they are favored, and the model is very clearly saying that Buffalo is a stronger team, I feel pretty comfortable with this pick. So anyhow, I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. And so right now I'm at 104. I would love it if more people subscribed. Send it to your friends. And if you've got questions or comments, drop me a note. Thank you.